In this video, you find me somewhere truly special.
Welcome to the biggest celebration of humanity,
This is the largest human gathering the world has ever seen.
where millions of people will gather in 45 days from all different parts of the world.
An event so big that supposedly you can see it from space.
But nobody asks each other their religion, their caste, their class, their creed, their color, their gender. This is the biggest celebration of humanity.
Welcome to Maha Kumbh Mela. The sun rises and a new day begins in Varanasi. I'm up bright and early to get to the festival. I'm going to go downstairs and meet my friend and guide Nandan, who I was with in my previous Varanasi video. We're going to get to the festival as soon as we can, but it's going to be a long drive and I think a lot of walking as well. This is going to be such an adventure. Let's go. There we go, it doesn't seem too bad so far, not really any busier than I think standard kind of crazy Varanasi. Okay, here we go, up for the long drive to the festival. So Nandan, it's great to see you again.
I'm also so happy to see you again.
I never imagined that within a year I'd be seeing you in Varanasi again. This really is a city which kind of pulls you back, but this is awesome.
Exactly.
This is so awesome. So we're going to Prayagraj where the festival is, and how far is this? It's quite a long way, right?
Well, it's about 120 kilometers, but because of so many traffic restrictions nowadays, huge number of people from all over India are moving there. So police has put a lot of traffic restrictions. So everything depends on the time, but if it is smooth, we should reach there within 3 hours.
Wow, that's a
But then after
pretty
we
long
will
way.
have to walk for minimum of 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers.
Minimum, just to reach the festival, because the last barricading is about 10 kilometers before the festival area.
Wow.
Then after, you either have to walk, or if we are lucky, we'll find someone who can drop us in the festival area.
This is crazy. It really gives an indication of how big this is. I mean, I just cannot imagine really.
It's impossible to imagine how grand the festival is. The festival is located in about 50 square kilometers area.
Well, the traffic has really started now. We're heading towards the festival. Massive traffic jam over there. We seem to be on the wrong side of the road here, but hey, a little bit more progress, at least up until now. Wow. Not quite a pavement ride here. Okay, this should save the walk a little bit. Oh, that was elegant. Still quite far from the festival grounds at the moment, so it's still, well, relatively quiet, really. Relatively quiet. Well, that was short-lived. Out on the road again already. We were promptly turned around within about, I'd say, maybe 15 meters by the police. So, not much luck there. There we go, just made it this far. Okay, let's try again. We've got another auto rickshaw here, so hopefully we don't get stopped again and we actually make it closer. It'll be about a 5-kilometer walk otherwise, so better to save us that. Now out of this rickshaw again, the crowds are really starting to build. There's a lot more people walking now. Oh wow, would you look at this? The first glimpses of the festival from up above on this bridge.
But Eric,
That is amazing.
it's not only limited to this area, it's on the other side of the bridge as well.
Wow,
And actually this portion is much more bigger than what you see this side.
that is crazy. You can hardly see it from here, but it stretches so far.
It's 50 square kilometers.
It's awesome to be able to see the festival from up above on the bridge like that. But now we're going to walk down into the festival itself. Right, this is the entrance. One of many entrances. And that I well believe. This thing is absolutely huge. It may be busy already, but I'm not even getting a sense of the amount of people here yet.
अरे आप अहमदाबाद कहाँ पहुँच गए? आप तुमसे बोले थे ना आप चलते रहिए. Hello?
So what's the meaning of these big tents that we see? They're set up all over.
Yeah, actually these bigger tents that you see, it all belongs to different religious institutions or sometimes social organizations or business houses as well. So if we go inside, you will notice that they have all these activities going on, like mostly some kind of religious or spiritual activity, where they have some also food offerings or accommodation, whatever you need for the festival time. So let's explore one of them.
Yeah, let's go in this one right here.
Yeah, and let's see what's happening here. So as you can see, there are all these different tents, smaller ones. They must have provided it to families. And here also they have this group, open space, a community place. It's actually open for just anyone.
Oh, okay. It's open for anyone to come.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Even if we are stuck here in this Kumbh, we can also stay here for free overnight.
This is the lovely thing about the festival here. What they're doing here is they're just giving out free food to anyone who wants it. The man here is just shouting, offering free food to any passers-by. Doesn't matter who you are, rich or poor, you're welcome here. Wow, I don't know what's going on in here, but there's a lot of noise. Let's go take a look. So all this noise and people in here is yet another offer of free food. That's just incredible, isn't it? It's so nice. So we've got all these police cordoning off the roads all of a sudden. There's clearly something going on. What's going on? You just spoke to one of them, right?
Yeah, actually they told me that the chief minister of this state, who is the administrative head of this state of UP, is also visiting here. He comes here quite often to do the meetings, to organize, to keep the festival in an order. And he is here today, and I have been told that he will be going back soon. So that's why the police is trying to put all these barriers and keep the people away just for security reasons.
So the man that we're waiting to come past is hugely important, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. And this is the biggest state in India, 250 million people, absolutely huge. This minister as well, he's responsible for the building of this temporary city, and that is no mean feat. Of course, this is huge. It's the biggest festival the world's ever seen. Can you imagine setting this up? This huge temporary city, all the infrastructure, the security, everything. Oh, this is clearly the procession now.
Yeah, his car he must be in this car, right in front of the network jammer card. So, first, second, third car, he must be in.
Well, Nandan wasn't joking when he said about the network jammer car. At about this time, my wireless microphone just recorded a bunch of distortion and crackling. Well, not exactly a sight I expected to see today, but well worth stopping for. This is such an important man in terms of the society here. And also, just in terms of the setup of this amazing festival, this huge festival, and this temporary city. Now things have really opened up, and it's also getting a lot busier. We're heading now towards the confluence of the rivers, the most holy place to bathe here. See a lot of tents over here.
Yeah.
Where people are staying.
These must be maybe someone just moved in here and this space was available, so they started to utilize it. Otherwise, usually the people who have registered, they are provided a proper tent service from the government side.
Okay. Free food distribution we see yet again with a loudspeaker going on. And look at that queue. Must be something special for the food here. Hi, so what was your name?
Hi, my name is Suman.
Suma.
Yeah.
I'm Chris. It's lovely to meet you, and thank you so much for spending some time to tell me about what you do here. Namaste.
Namaste.
So, tell me, I've seen a lot of these tents around, these big tents, very, very grand, lots of people queuing outside. What is the meaning of this tent and the organization that you're with here?
So, Chris, I'm one of the volunteers at the Vishwa Manav Ruhani Kendra, and this is the organization where all the tents you see, we are giving a free food distribution, and we also have a free medical camp here. We undertake these charity programs inspired by the teachings of Sant Baljit Singh Ji. He has 4 major teachings that he has taught us. One of them is service to humanity, another is compassion to all, and third is a natural and a simple lifestyle, and in fourth is a devotion towards the omnipresent God pervading all. Right?
Okay.
So we are here to serve all the pilgrims, those who are coming to take a holy dip in the Sangam River. So River Sangam, I'm sure you must be aware about what is the significance of this Maha Kumbh in India.
Yes.
This occasion has come after 144 years, right? And all the pilgrims, those who are coming to take a holy dip, we are here to serve them the free food. Right, so we have a free medical services also. So that's the significance you see, and all these queues you see, these are people, those are going to take the food inside.
That's amazing. It's such a lovely thing to offer the free food to everyone here. I see particularly big queues here as well, so that must mean really good things about the food.
Yeah,
it's a big facility here.
We serve the very fresh food made, like very fresh, and it's always like very hot when we serve it. So we have like breakfast in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, and also the dinner. So the gaps in between are very less. Like we start breakfast at 8 in the morning, and from 8 to 11 we run the breakfast. 11 to 12 is a 1 hour cleaning gap, and from 12 o'clock to 5 in the evening we offer the lunch. We call it a langar.
Okay.
We call it a langar bandara, right? And 5 to 6 is again a small break for cleaning, and 6 onwards till 12 in the midnight we again run the langar. Like
wow.
That's the dinner. Yeah,
that's quite a heavy day of work.
Day, yeah.
Wow.
And after 12, if we see the queues are still going on, we really don't mind finishing the complete queue and making sure that everyone is fed well.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Are you here every day of the week?
It's been my 3rd week here already.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't feel like going back home. We are volunteering here. We are more than 250 volunteers at the center at the moment. And yeah, I'll see till how long I can be here.
You must be exhausted.
Not really, because when we see all these people, we take a feedback also. So when I hear the feedback, I get all the energy back. I've heard the feedback, people call it like it's been 3 days, we have not had a good healthy food. Because if you walk by on the food, you see the streets are already like, it's a lot of dust outside.
Yes.
So people eat it, even my throat is a bit infected because of the dust and the cold weather. Because in the afternoon it's very sunny, in the evenings it's a little cold.
Gets cold then, yeah.
So we serve a very fresh, homely food, and that's where all the queues you see is there.
Ah, right, okay. So what does Kumbh mean to you?
So I would tell what Kumbh means to me is our master Sant Baljit Singh Ji. He is a very big follower of Goddess Ma and the Lord Shiva. And all the pilgrims you see here are coming to take that holy dip. And one of the major teaching is with love and respect, we are dedicated to serve the humanity, right? So we want to make sure all the pilgrims, those who are coming here, are not hungry. They are feeded well. They're not sick. They should get the medicine on time. So these are the basic necessities that we want to provide to the maximum people here.
Okay.
And that's what the Kumbh means to me, is come together, unite and spread the love. And this is the best place wherein we can see that humanity, we can see the humanity, and we can see how people are really helping each other. That's what keeps us going, and these are the basic teachings of our master Sant Baljit Singh Ji.
Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, it gives a chance to actually, to help people, but also see see the impact, to really work directly with them like that.
That's correct.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much. It's been lovely to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's go and take a look inside. I thought the queue was long outside, but the queue continues on here. Loads of people sitting, eating as well. Wow, this is something so special.
खड़ा करना पूर्ण रूप से प्रतिबंध है। यहाँ कोई वाहन नहीं खड़ा करेगा। यहाँ पे आप लोग वाहन ले जाके ट्रैफिक में खड़े कर पड़े। यहाँ से तत्काल वाहन हटा लें। यहाँ
Well, I made it down to the river itself now. Wow, these huge temporary bridges. These bridges, well, this one that we come on is a temporary bridge, and there's 30 all along the river. It's incredible what they're doing. This man we see here, as soon as something's dropped, he's cleaning it up. Otherwise, the river would just be chock full of, well, flowers, whatever else is put in here. You see a little bit, but he's catching most of it as soon as it's thrown. Coconut shells. Incredible, the organisation behind all this. So Nandan, what is the meaning of Kumbh?
Kumbh is a festival which is purely based on the mathematics of Vedic era astrology. You must have heard that we have this Kumbh which takes place every 4th year, and then we also have half Kumbh. So Kumbh takes place every 4th year when Sun, Moon and Jupiter align together. And you must have also heard that the Kumbh of 2025 is taking place after 144 years. And the reason behind it is again that same mathematical calculation based on the Vedic astrology. So this year, Sun, Moon, Jupiter and Saturn have aligned together, which makes this Kumbh more auspicious than those other Kumbhs which takes place every 12th year.
What about the spiritual side of the festival?
If you look at the idea behind the festival of Kumbh in Hindu traditions, it basically refers to a story when the heavens go prosperityless and all of those divine energies of heaven go to the supreme God and ask him for a solution. So the supreme God Vishnu suggests them of a spiritual process which is called churning of the ocean of nectar. And out of this process, many different things appear, including the nectar of immortality and the poison as well. The nectar of immortality is somehow found by those demons, those negative forces. And then there are all these things happening that the devatas, those positive energies, are trying to grab it. And during this process, a few drops of nectar falls off at 4 different locations where this festival moves after a certain time period.
So Nandan, it seems quite fortunate actually that we're down by the river. You're a Hindu yourself, so it looks like you're going for a dip.
Well, thank you so much for bringing me here. Again, I mean, it's already my 4th time. And since, it's a very special moment for me. And after taking bath, it seems like you are going to give me overload of virtues.
4th time, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, this is going to be the 4th time.
So people not only dip in here, they dunk right the way under, they go for a swim. They collect coins off the floor, even see some of the kids doing that. And also they collect water from the river. So you see people with plastic bottles taking the water to, well, bring it home, bring it to people that can't be here potentially. So taking a dip in the river is clearly a very important part of this festival, but what does it really mean?
This not only this festival, but if you look at any other Hindu festival, it's all related to nature. And our festivals are decided as per the mathematical calculations depending on astrology. The basic idea behind this festival is directly related to the science of waters and how we humans connect to it. For an example, our body is 72% waters. The water on the planet itself is also in similar quantity. You will notice that if we humans or if you are just tired, if you are walking somewhere and suddenly you see a river or a pond or just a place of fresh water, immediately this extreme excitement happens in your body. What we understand is that this extreme excitement comes in your body is because of the water element of the nature is trying to connect with the water element of your body. As soon as you take a dip in it, all your tiredness is gone. If you just drink a glass of water, all that tiredness is gone. How does it happen? Because the waters of the planet is already recharged with the spiritual energy, and as you get connected to it, it recharges the body, the water element of your body itself.
The crowds really build at this point. This is really the most holy spot to take a dip here, the real point of the confluence. Everyone wants to dip at this point. So the crowds just build and build and build till you get to this part behind me. And this is it, the area where everyone wants to come and bathe. The atmosphere around here is amazing. It feels completely different to the quieter part just up the way. It's still not that busy, not like it is on some of the really, really busy days. Of course, this is the part where that terrible incident happened on the 29th, where some people were crushed in the crowds. But now, it just feels amazing down here. There isn't the crazy groups of people. It's chilled with an amazing atmosphere, just electric.
And when these special events come, like certain planetary alignments at certain locations, this place itself is a very, very holy place for Hindus. And now we are here when this Kumbh Mela, Maha Kumbh Mela is taking place, alignment of certain planets at these certain locations of this holy confluence of three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. These events or these moments create atomic explosion of spiritual energy. So this is a beautiful event for us humans to go and spend some time in the water, so that this already highly recharged water element of the nature can recharge the water element of our body. So you will notice that many people go in the river, they take a dip, they go out, but you will also notice many people who like to spend some time in the river. Basically, while spending the time, they are trying to get that the water element of the nature recharge the water element of their body. So all those rituals or water offerings that you see people doing it, these are only an excuse to keep you in the water for some time, so that this super highly energized spiritual energized water of the nature element can recharge the water element of your body. So that's basically the science of the water behind these kind of festivals.
Headed back across the bridge now. It's a lovely feeling now. The sun is starting to dip a little and there's a bit of breeze in the air, reminding that it does actually cool down in the evening here. Really thankful for that after the hot of the day, but it's been fantastic so far. We just stopped by the side of the road here to meet one of the sadhus. Hi, namaste.
महादेव साधु संत सहित ये प्रयागराज में आगमन हो रहा है महाकुंभ का।
आप जैसे नागा साधु बने, तो उसके पीछे कोई आपका विशेष कारण था या क्या?
बेटा कोई विशेष कारण नहीं था, मैं नागा बना हूँ 7-8 साल के से।
अच्छा।
हाँ, बचपन का साधु हूँ।
He said that he joined this lineage of becoming a Naga Sadhu when he was only 7 or 8 years old.
Would you mind asking him how he spends his time at this festival, what purpose he sees of being here?
ये पूछ रहे हैं कि यहाँ आप जब त्योहार में हैं तो आपका एक रोज का दिनचर्या क्या होता है, जैसे आप यहाँ पे किसी विशेष प्रयोजन के लिए आए हैं?
हाँ बेटा, भजन करने के लिए आए हुए।
He said that he spends his time performing chantings or performing rituals, and he also mentioned that he repeats these sacred mantras on his rosary beads so many times every day. And basically the motive behind his ritual is the good of others who have come here. So he did not, this is really interesting, he did not mention that whatever he is doing is for himself. He says that whatever he is doing is for the good of the other devotees who have come here.
सीता देवी, जयपुर प्रतापनगर राजस्थान की सीता देवी, आप जहाँ कहीं हो भूले बच्चे सिर में आ जाएं, यहाँ खेमराज आपकी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं। संतोष से उर्फ गौरा, जनपद सीधी के रहने वाले संतोष से।
Thank you.
आप भूले बच्चे सिर में आ जाएं, यहाँ किशोर सिंह आपकी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं।
Thank you. That was a great experience to meet one of the Naga Sadhus there. They're the sadhus who go around completely naked, covered in a special type of ash from the wood of rituals. And they're naked because they've given up every worldly need. They don't need a home, they don't need clothes, everything is the spirituality to them. But Nandan, what was the strange little rock that he gave me? I didn't know at the time and I couldn't really make sense of what was going on there.
It's a dried seed which comes from a special tree called Rudraksh, And Rudraksh is said to have originated from the tears of Lord Shiva. And it's a very sacred thing for the sadhus. And you will also notice that even regular devotees of Shiva or anyone, they wear it as the blessing of Shiva. So here it is. And as you can see that it is covered with this special ash that he was also wearing on his body. So he has given this to you as a blessing, and you are supposed to either keep it with yourself at home or wear it as a necklace.
Well, it'd be a shame not to. It's lovely to have this special blessing and special gift from the sadhu there. Wow. It's time to leave, but the adventure's not quite over yet, unfortunately. We're just trying to get out of the festival right now, but of course it's a long, long way before we can even get to a car that could actually take us back to Varanasi. Really, really hoping there's not a rickshaw or something. That's a long way. Oh wow, legs are aching. What an awesome day though. That has been an incredible experience. That's really quite a relief to be back by the car here now, to have met up with our driver. You know, it's every chance we could have ended up just having to walk from the festival to here. It could have been about 10 kilometers or something. It was a long way on the auto rickshaw, that's for sure. I don't think my legs could have coped. Anyway, here we are. So the long drive back to Varanasi now. Wow, what an experience. It was just incredible to be there. An event that will go down in history. But at the same time, even though there were so many people there, it was filled with good energy and a seemingly genuine desire to help other people. It's extremely sad that lives were lost in the stampedes on January the 29th, and of course that mustn't be forgotten. I really hope that at least those in charge can learn from the mistakes that were made, and these mistakes can never happen again. Now Nandan's help has been extremely valuable, of course. Aside from just the practicalities of getting there, getting around, he's really provided such amazing insights, really improved my understanding of the whole thing. If you need a great guide in the Varanasi area, check him out. I've left his details in the description below. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, come along and join me next time.